I'm Destiny Grimm, and you're watching Black Tree TV. We are at the after party for the Can You Dig This premiere for the LA Film Festival, John Legend's event. We just finished interviewing him. He's very excited. It's a great cause about organic food. Go check it out. Stay tuned. Now, how are you feeling tonight after seeing this movie with an audience?
Oh, we're so proud of it. I think it's such a great film and uplifting and inspiring, and I feel like it gives us hope, you know, that we can turn situations that aren't ideal into better situations, that if people are inspired and creative and are looking to build something out of love and care for the community, that they can do that.
Now, what do you think the world would be like if there's more gangster gardeners in the world?
I think it's always better when you're bringing life into your community, not destruction or death or pain or suffering. Whenever you're bringing life to the community, I think it's a great thing.
And one last question, how do you and Chrissy Teigen stay so fit and she cooks so much? Like, you guys cook feasts, it seems like every night.
Everything in moderation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, you just got out of the film screening. How did you feel about how it came out and the reaction tonight?
The film, Can You Dig This, is really good. And it's a great exposition of the situation that's happening in what Ron Finley calls a food prison, basically, in South LA, South Central LA, and affected parts of Los Angeles where communities don't have access to organic, real food that grows out of the ground. And what he's doing and what other community gardeners are doing is awesome.
And what made you want to be a part of it? Like, to really just jump in?
Well, like Ron says, what are the most important things in your life? He says, you know, you should consider air one of the most important, water and soil. And I think if we can change the dynamic of where and how people access food, then we change the concept of poverty. You know, my parents come from Panama. They grew up without a lot of money, but there was food abundant everywhere because it's such a lush soil and land. So when you have food everywhere, you're not really poor.
Now, you just got out of the screening, and how do you feel about, you know, everyone's reaction?
To be honest, I hadn't seen that version, and it kind of got me a little teary-eyed because I was so proud of the film. I'm proud of Delilah. I'm proud of everybody involved in it, and to see all the versions that I've seen and for it to come to this one, I'm overwhelmed.
How did everything come together? Like, how did this whole project start?
Well, it started from me planting a garden in my parkway in South Central, and Delilah saw a TED Talk that I did, and then they hunted me down like a bear, and I didn't want to be bothered. No, I don't want to be followed by a camera. Leave me alone, you know. But they were persistent, 6-8 months, and now we have this film.
Now, what was it that made you plant that garden in the first place?
Well, the fact that I live in South Central and there's no healthy food there. And I wanted to walk outside of my house and see beauty. I wanted to be kissed by hummingbirds every day. You know, I wanted to see butterflies. I wanted to smell beautiful smells. I didn't want to see dressers and toilets and trash on my parkway. So I created an ecosystem, and it's that simple. My thing, if it's not there, you put it there. And I can't do nothing with grass. We can't eat grass. You know, it's not really serving a purpose whatsoever.
Now, there's so much to learn about food, and there's like all these things to be scared of, and pesticides and organic. Like, if you could let people know one thing, just one simple rule to follow, what would it be when it comes to food?
Make compost, build soil. Compost happens. Compost to me is one of the sexiest thing on the planet. I mean, my nipples get hard when I make compost, you know? I mean, it's compost it happens. I ask people, who gardens in a forest? Nobody. So how do we have 350-foot trees? Replicate Mother Nature. Follow her leads. It's that simple. A leaf falls for a reason in a particular season. It's by design.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. Can I quote you on the compost makes my nipples hard?
Yes.
That's fine. Okay.
Once you start making compost, you'll see that that's true.
Okay, well, my nipples will get very hard, I'm sure.
There's two options in the world, good or bad. I just was choosing the bad at the moment.
We don't have enough money to pay our rent. The devil is
a lot.
I don't have no money, I'm broke. My daddy broke, like no money.
South Central Los Angeles, home of the drive-through and the drive-by.
I went to prison for 30 years.
Well, it's like it's no peace in the land.
If you put beauty into a place that generally doesn't have it, that's a game changer.
This is really only some white people stuff.
I'm a jump man.
Hold on, you saying that to me? I'm a real one from the project.
What do you like of your vegetables? Banana. Well, bananas is kind of like a vegetable, but it's not a vegetable.
To change the community, you have to change the composition of the soil. We are the soil.
If this plant can die and it grows back in a bad environment in a city like this, then for sure I know I can fall and get back up and do the same thing.
I really do believe there's a heaven somewhere. Heaven somewhere.
I put a carrot in the ground and all hell broke loose.